We are on. Good afternoon, Tanks fans. Tyler Rowland here. And, oh yeah, Tania, good to have you back.
I'm back.
We are coming to you live here from Cincinnati, Ohio, as the Tanks get ready to take on a very good Cincinnati Dukes team today. The Dukes are 6-2, and yes, that's a very good record as it is.
Yes, indeed.
They are, or I stand corrected, actually 6-3, but you consider this. They lost 7-0 to the Ohio Rage. They lost 14-6 to the Columbus Gladiators and 20-14 to the Butler County Broncos. This team could easily be 9-0, Tania.
This is a first-timer right here. Prayer before the game.
Oh, wow. That is awesome.
Wow.
Teams are meeting.
Shout out to Commissioner Slash.
Yeah. Wow. The teams are meeting at midfield for prayer, and this is definitely a great thing to see.
Yes, indeed.
And it's definitely nice because I know both teams have a number of injuries right now, so we definitely want to, there's a lot more than football here, so, we definitely want all these players to have a speedy recovery on both squads. And yeah, wow, that is awesome to see
it's
today.
Very awesome.
Yeah.
I was wondering what was going on. I was like, they're meeting midfield already. I was like, it's not time for kickoff yet.
Yeah, that's very, very nice to see.
Kickoff's in 7 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah. All right. Well, to talk about the Tanks a little bit, if you're just tuning in, the roster this week is going to be very depleted. We are missing Job Swords will be out. The amount of time is undetermined at this point, but Luke Brown, who played quarterback a little bit last year, but he only had 8 throws, so there's not enough to really determine how, what he can do here, and especially since he's got a different receiving core now. But we're missing Luke. Snook Martin is going to be out, and Snook stepped in at QB last week and really stepped it up, and then Snook's out, and then let's see who
Antonio
else?
Murphy.
Antonio
his brother
Murphy
has the wedding today. Shout out to his brother Jared.
Yeah, big shout out to Jared, and I'll say he was a heck of a fullback in high school too. And then there's one more. John Tez will be out.
Yes, John Tez is missing today.
So we're missing quite a few on our roster today, and we'll definitely let you know the lineups and who we decide to use out there. It looks like our running game's going to really be getting a big edge today. We're definitely going to need it. And Job Swords has had, to show you his contribution to the team, he's had 1,062 yards, 17 touchdowns passing, and 4 rushing. And a lot of this is a very much a vertical-based offense, so you've got a lot of guys that can run downfield, and you've got to have someone that can get them the ball. Guys like Michael Clay, who's averaging 29 yards a catch, almost 30 yards a catch, and has 7 touchdowns. We got to find the ways to get the ball in their hands today, and that's what we're going to need. My thoughts are what we're going to need is defensively, number one, to come through big and make some plays. Maybe force a couple turnovers inside their own 20 yard.
I believe the defense will have this on lock. They're missing a couple people, but I believe, like Charles Johnson.
Oh,
he can't make it in.
Yeah.
Hollywood cannot make it in from Georgia, but he's here in spirit, that's for sure. I thought I heard him somewhere, his voice echoing off the hills.
Yeah,
I can hear him now. Do you want to be great?
Yeah, he's definitely that type of personality. With Hollywood, you see, he does a lot on the field with that
yes,
that
very
enthusiasm
awesome
he brings. It just takes things
awesome
to another level. And all right, well, we're getting close to starting time. The referees are splitting up and meeting with each team, and looks like we're getting ready here. We'll let you know what's going down, but it's definitely going to be a big game today. You know what's at stake. I mean, there's a lot. The Lightning are trying to creep up and catch us in any way they can to steal home field advantage for the playoffs. So, you know, when you think about that and what's coming, then we definitely have to be on our toes. And it looks like our captains for today are going to be, looks like Richard Ellery, Zach Christensen,
and Steve Lee, and Little Avian.
Little Avian. Yeah, Avian's out there, and the Dukes, it looks like for them, it will be, let's see, I see number
43, Davis, 19, Quiller, number 1, Murray, 52, Myers, and I can't make out that number
it's either
on the end.
Looks like, I'm guessing that's a 9. That looks like Caleb Slaughter. They've got a lot of guys, you know, that are, you see a lot of guys that are 5, 10 years, and I look down on this roster, I see a guy named Lamont Spriggs, number 97, 20 years experience. So,
wow, that's a blessing.
Yeah, that's a lot of years to play. I haven't seen it. I know Michael Vermillion with us has played 15 years, but, you know, other than that, it's you just don't see a lot of guys that, you know, especially due to age and injuries and stuff, that hang around that long. So it's definitely good to.
And we also got Chris Hill here being a good sport, even though, as you all know, last week he was ejected from the game, which caused a 1-game suspension that I learned today. But it's awesome to see him in the crowd supporting his brothers.
Well said, Tania. Chris he's worked hard all year, and I mean, he has been an absolute animal on defense, leading the team in tackling, leading them in sacks, and in forced fumbles in all 3 areas. So, I mean, it's very big to have him as a part of the program, and I mean, and you know, those leading with the helmet rule, I will say, it's so hard. You know, you're running, and we've seen it in college. Players will get suspended, and it's just so hard. You're running, you're losing momentum. I mean, it can happen to anybody, and it's unfortunate that happened there. But hopefully, you know, he's handled it well, and hopefully we'll see him back in good spirits here and ready to go coming up.
It's good to see Maxie back out here.
Yeah. Yeah, we do have a couple good additions to the sideline today, so we'll hopefully have everything on deck. And
one I don't see is Proctor. You see him anywhere?
I don't actually. Yeah, well, the Tanks are taking the field.
Brittany, Luke. Yeah.
And then the Tanks are taking the field right now, and it looks like to start the game we are going to be receiving. So it looks like the Cincinnati Dukes will be kicking off first, and we will be receiving. So we're just waiting right now to see. I don't know, the referees are doing something at midfield, but can't really see what
Yeah, the other one got suspended for the rest of the year.
Yeah, the
14.
Yeah,
the second string quarterback.
Yeah, we will see what happens here, folks. This is honestly, I think this might be the first game that we've actually received to start the game. It's definitely going to be
he's back next week.
An interesting start to the game. We're not sure what the holdup is here, but okay, now they're getting together. So Dukes are taking the field to kick off, and the Tanks are coming out ready to receive. So we're getting ready to play some football here, folks. Let's see. Looks like, can you see who that is, Tania, back there returning for us?
In the backfield for the special teams, we have number 6, Michael Clay Jr., and we have that may be.
Is that Ellery? That might be.
No, Ellery's right here. It might be Torian.
Torian, why? Okay, that's Torian. Yeah, because Torian always folds his jersey up, so that's probably him then. So
Get his Ezekiel Elliott on.
Yeah. And Michael had, I know they're probably going to try to kick away from Michael, given Michael Clay had that touchdown last week to open up the special second half, and
yes,
that's going to be big. So
he's
we're definitely
one
going
player to watch, that's for sure.
All right. Well, they're getting ready. They're lining up, and looks like kicking for the Cincinnati will be. I can't quite tell who that is. Numbers are, I said, their jerseys are a little clearer than some of the others we've seen, but
the girls want you over here.
When do we get started?
Oh, we good.
When do we start?
1 second, folks. Technical difficulties.
I put it on for 15 minutes. Is it when I hit yes, when they like kick it, or like is it ref gonna make a thing? Now.
Yep, now. And we have kickoff. We have Michael Clay with the ball.
Clay's got the ball. He's running up the middle. He's got some room. He's at the 40. Jukes the defender. He's running down the left sideline, and he gets tackled. Michael Clay with a big return. He gets tackled. So the Tanks are going to have the ball 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line. And Tania, that's exactly what one thing we need today is a big play on special teams, because without Swords back there, that's going to change the whole dynamic of the offense. And our defense, our special teams is really going to have to step it up.
Most definitely. So we shall see how this goes.
All right, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Tanks on the 48-yard line of the Cincinnati Dukes. That's going to be just starting the game 0-0. So we'll see what we do. Looks like, can't tell, we're in huddle, and well, Michael Clay's out, so we're definitely not going T. So is David Little. So all right, so we are coming out in shotgun. Looks like Brown in at quarterback, as there's going to be, like we normally do, 2 wideouts to each side, back to the right of Brown. Notice that A.J. Williams is at the slot.
Okay.
All right, so
there you go.
Is that A.J. at the slot there? I can't.
Yes.
And we got, looks like encroachment, but we'll see what they call it. Yep, they're calling it encroachment, so the Tanks are going to have the ball 1st and 5 on the 43-yard line of the Cincinnati Dukes. All right, Big. We've got to keep punching. We've got to get things like that going our way.
If you watch this ref back here, when he blows that whistle,
and
is when you start that clock.
And we're in shotgun, 2 wideouts to each side. Brown at quarterback, snaps it. He runs up the middle, and he gains about 4 yards. Duke's saying he fumbled it, but they're knocking him down. And that's going to be a gain of about 3. Gain of about 3 yards. And we're helping in all phases today, in case you're wondering. We're helping with there's been their clock has had some system malfunction, so we're helping with keep track of the clock a little bit as well. So that's going to be all right. 2nd and 2 for the Tanks, out in shotgun, 2 wideouts to each side, back to the left of Brown. Brown makes a call with the line. Duke show blitz up the middle. Brown snaps the ball, hands it off up the middle, and he's tackled right at the line. And that is Micah Brown.
Is he holding up 3 things?
Yeah.
At 3?
And
Brown comes. He's coming to talk to y'all.
At 3?
Brown gets tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
It is stopped. Okay, wait for him to run it or run it now.
And
I hate this. I hate this so much. I'm so sorry.
It's 3rd 3. You're doing fine with it. You're doing good.
Yeah,
you're good.
Okay.
All right, 3rd and 3. Tanks out on offense. Shotgun, 2 wideouts to each side, back to the left of Brown. And Brown makes a call, and that should be encroachment. But yep, they're throwing the flags. Brown runs it. He's tackled, but that's probably going to be encroachment again on the Dukes.
Who's that?
Yep.
offside.
And we get a free first down thanks to the encroachment penalty. So that's definitely something we need today. And that's all right. Gain of 5 yards for us. And that's going to be a first down Tanks.
All right, run it.
All right. And it's going to be